Sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Imagine again playing host, continuing their homestand in this one. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Basket good. You know, these two teams rack up the assists. Greg, they pride themselves on playing unselfish basketball.
Yeah, both sides preach player and ball movement, getting everyone involved. It makes both teams that much more difficult to play.
Duran, no good. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game.
And this is where you feed Giannis. The closer he is, the more dangerous he becomes.
And now let's send it over to
I briefly spoke with Jamal Moses. Coach and I talked about the difficulties playing against Anthony Edwards. He said, quote, usually he's worried about his offense. But he's shown the last few years that he's a lockdown defender when he wants to be. That's something that we'll need to factor into our game plan. And defense is now concerned for coaches as well.
Thanks so much. And Duran is right there.
The numbers will show that Duran is one of the top offensive rebounders in the game. High-motor player.
Now here's Brooks. Inside. 5 to shoot.
That's too easy for a Derek Pinto. Further from the basket.
One thing you can say about this Clippers organization, GA resources will never be a problem.
Passionate and deep-pocketed leadership. You throw in the message that even if they're not the glamour franchise in LA, we're no longer resigned to second fiddle.
Following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo from deep. Here is Edwards. He's had his share of good nights at the offensive end.
And Weber just tremendous size in the paint, easily rising up to take that one.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Wares got his second basket of the night. To Duran for 3. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And he's not going to miss that sort of opportunity.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Weber. You know, Stan, there are so many things to like about Antetokounmpo's game. What sticks out most for you?
Well, look, I think, Kevin, most fans are going to say what sticks out is the obvious, his size and his athletic ability. But to me, what really stands out is the energy and intensity he brings on a night like this. Much more than any star in the league. You can count on every night to play as hard as anyone on the floor.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Davis. The drive. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And Davis is fantastic at cutting into the lane. An offensive player.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That is his first foul of the game. And Orlando making a change here. Here's Edwards. Back to Weber. Good D by Giannis.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want.
And in it goes. Antetokounmpo's got 9. Outside to Weber. Hits it from 3-point range.
And while the arc isn't a focus of Weber's game, he is more than able to knock those down when given a chance.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Weber pulls it in. Clippers trail by 3. Here's Edwards. this time.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall,
and his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
He's feeling it tonight, and has been the driving force for the Magic between his points. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half of this one. And guys, for the Magic, what jumps out to you so far, numbers-wise?
Take jumps and get your points.
Yeah, they made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
Right now, catch up with Allie LaForge on the sideline.
Thanks. Well, the son of Hall of Fame big man Arvidas Sabonis, DeMontis said he was a 7-footer that could do everything, like a point guard. He's at a whole different level.
Great stuff. Okay, Allie, we thank you.
I need a little rhythm here that
Landale missing. Orlando by 9. Shoots from 12. It's wide right. It's off the rim. So, Stan, when you look at how the Magic defend, can you remember a time when so many of the league's best defenses were all so young?
Well, Kevin, it's something we associate with the veteran team. But they're not really so demanding, and maybe tilting toward these young legs. That is ridiculous.
Some tough offensive sets.
yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Magic moving the ball around. There's the pick. Giannis says, get off me.
One of the most dominant scorers in the game today. The dedicated pride to put the offense on his shoulders. Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Pass to Christie. He is hauled in by Los Angeles. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. They're just the fifth of this long 7-game road trip. Mitchell outside. The shot by him on. Oh, good with the triple. Here's Giannis. Giannis, automatic inside.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Stolen by Mitchell. Clippers trail by 13. 1:57 left to play in the first half. Takes the three. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Performance rebounding has been off the charts. We're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about the free grab.
Now here is Davis. And it's Montecchio in the corner. Offensive rebound. And the shot goes down. Ware's got his third basket of the night.
And now you see them really work the ball inside.
It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
Number 12, Zach Collins.
125. And McBride gets it to go.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it certainly makes you just run the offense. Coaches notice that after.
Not a fan of those kinds of passes.
Clippers trailed by 13. Fires from deep. Orlando grabs the miss. Here's Orlando now. And finished off by Porter.
Look at Porter Jr. smoothly transitioning into the dunk off the screen.
Pass to Collins. Takes a three. And Willard pulls it down.
And they had some box cover that turned into
basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Magic out in front as they end the second quarter with a massive 16-4 run. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this one to be competitive. And it probably has to happen quick. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Spencer's shot is on. Magic lead by 19 points. You know, Giannis just entered his 30s, coach, but he's already an all-timer.
He sure is, Kevin. Look, if his career ended now, this guy's still one of the best we've ever had in this league. Unfortunately for the rest of the league, he's still got a long way to go in his career, and you're going to have to deal with him for a long, long time.
Nailed from three-point land. Christus got 7.
Oh, Davis has a real skill for getting guys set up and sees openings others might miss.
Pass to Isaac. And Will pulls it down.
And they've shown effort and aggression in the paint really right from the tip. They're rebounding edge right now. Massive.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
That's a big donut coach here. Start the second half. 4 straight.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Antetokounmpo. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. And it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul. That's his first foul.
Substitution on the court.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. 15 points in the game. And the team by Antetokounmpo.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the court.
This ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's McBride. Los Angeles with another miss.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thank you, guys. The Magic building up a roster of players who D-up. Coach Jamal Mosley said, your culture is the type of guys you bring in, the type of people you have around. If you're a defensive team, then you probably have defensive guys. You can't be that and have all shooters that don't defend. Back to you guys.
Yeah, you're right. They've got great personnel. Again, the basketball term, finish the cut. What happens when you don't do that?
Well, 2 things can happen on that, Kevin. Number 1, when you don't finish the cut, you slow down and you take away a chance of getting a layup off the pass. And then the second thing is it leads to turnovers because of that, because the guy passing the ball is expecting you to continue your cut, to finish it, and you don't. And the ball is thrown out in front and out of bounds in a lot of cases.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coaches are going to have a choice words for him with that shot selection.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation.
Harper's shot.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
They're getting beat up pretty badly out there.
And I don't care what anybody says. You can't keep the status quo. If it ain't working, you got to make some changes.
And the officials have called the illegal script right there.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today, but you can't make it that obvious.
Here's Harper. There it is for him. Harper's got 4 points now in the court.
So another dimension of his offensive arsenal, and is Harper fun to watch.
Simmons pulls it in. tipped. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. Walker grabs the miss. Pass to Brown. And here is Simmons. And it's Fontecchio. And out of bounds is Los Angeles gains possession.
Yeah, what a disconnect. Sloppy play like that is something they can expect to come up with in the session.
And in nailing the three there, he puts a lid on what's been a huge run by the Magic.
And so it's Orlando. Sitting pretty as the quarter comes.
54, Los Angeles, 19.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And it's Davis with the ball for the Orlando Magic. Pass to Ware. They grab their own miss. Off target at the rim. Now the Clippers moving it up. Here's Edwards. Offensive interference. So
Basket
between the
interference.
NBA Cup, the play-in, the new All-Star game format, the NBA not averse to some experimentation.
No doubt. And listen, not all the ideas have been successful, right? But overall, that willingness to innovate. Nobody stands still in the NBA. And guys, it's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Well, Durant has those long. Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job.
Training.
Cans it from downtown.
Well, maybe not the shot they were looking for there, but the defense gave it to him, and he knocked it down.
Pass to Fontecchio. And that one falls coming off of Davis's speed.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
There's a good screen. Porter in the corner. His three-pointers off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I think it was a bad choice on that possession.
On offense, here are the Magic. Except for them, the Knicks. That'll be the last of three straight home for the team. Here's Edwards. Here's Durant. Shooting foul. And Edwards shoot two free throws.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Durant caught the defense with the pump, earning a trip to the line for him.
At the line for
And
two.
for such a young team, pretty impressive how well the Magic defend.
And that's their identity. They are elite at that end of the floor, and they force turnovers. He just bangs down the one-hander.
Two very easy points right here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. The shot by Mitchell, no good. And the Magic with possession.
Smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
This one counts, Greg. Believe me, with confidence to attempt an alley-oop to himself. Screen by Giannis. Here's rebound by Mitchell.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. He's got to finish the plan. Gotta be a little embarrassed by that one. You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Antetokounmpo.
That's what we call intelligent defense. Just put himself in a position to make a play on that kickout. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Magic.
This one exciting as it gets today. You know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
They'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game we had. What a night tonight it was for Giannis.
Well, as a coach, it's so fun to watch a player dominate the game offensively like you did in this one.
Mitchell outside down low. And Duran slams it in.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on.
Yeah, it's so frustrating as a coach when it takes your team this long to get into a rhythm.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. For three. Defense that time from Duran. Edwards looking it over.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. It was a
This is for my people who working 9 to 5. More like 9 to 9, my grind gotta be a crime. Trying to find the time during these trying times. 'Cause I've been on a mission, cleaning up my history. Trying to find a way to raise all of my children. But like a daytime episodes of some boom, promoting nothing but drama. And I can't even hide it, 'cause I was on the ride. I've been riddled with problems since I was a toddler. Product of poverty, popping my collar. Been dropping these thoughts since I dropped out of college. So if you're feeling the rain, 'cause you work every day, take a second just to remember the person inside that I know. Psycho. So just feel the rage at the front of the stage. Put your hands up and show me that you're ready for the inner revival. But it can't be revival. L-A-M-O-N-T then S. Finally feeling like I'm alive now. Every day monotony making my mind cloud. Inner soul awakening, taking the time out. You done woke the beast and now it's time to get it. And deliver the sermon for the blind eyes and critics. I've been in this source, spitting full of people on the line. The ones that never show with a t-shirt that says Lamont. The sweat is purely for the sake of my inner soul. Let me see them hands with you at the revival.
can't help it, I've been looking. My whole attention, I like how you took it. Coulda, woulda, shoulda, never gotta do it. You just wanna talk that body language.